Existence comes before essence. Existentialism and the battle between optimism and pessimism. Existentialism is a philosophy that has many labels that vary between individuals and ideological constructs. Many cynics conclude that existentialism is a pessimistic philosophy which is incapable of action because of quietism, which equates to the acceptance of things without wanting to change or modify them. In addition, Christian skeptics claim that existentialism does not have an objective morality. As a result, they label existentialism a pessimistic philosophy. However, existentialism gives humans an option to choose their essence, which leads to human subjectivity that results in a responsible moral agent, and responsibility gives us optimism to live the life that best suits our wants. Contrary to common belief, existentialism is an optimistic philosophy for the reason that it gives humans choice. Existentialism gives humans a choice to choose their own subjective essence. In the lecture Existentialism is a Humanism, Jean-Paul Sartre claims that humans come into existence and then choose a purpose in life. He states,
"Atheistic existentialism, of which I am a representative, declares with greater consistency that if God does not exist, there is at least one being whose existence comes before its essence, a being which exists before it can be defined by any conception of it. That being is man, as Heidegger has it, the human reality."
Sartre claims that there are two kinds of existentialism that include Christianity and atheistic ideologies, which
they both believe that existence comes before essence.
An illustration can be presented to understand Sartre's position. For example, before an automobile is created, engineers will congregate and decide what purpose the automobile will serve and whom this product will benefit. One would agree that an automobile has an innate essence that consists of transportation for humans. In short, Sartre demonstrates that humans do not contain an a priori essence. Equally important, in a book titled An Essay Concerning Human Understanding, John Locke claimed that humans are born with a blank slate, which has been argued for thousands of years, and labeled the human mind as a tabula rasa. This empirical philosophy is consistent with Sartre's notion that existence precedes essence, because Locke demonstrates that when a human is born, they do not have innate prior knowledge nor experience, thus one must gain this information from the environment. He states,
"Let us then suppose the mind to be, as we say, white paper void of all characters, without any ideas, or essence. How comes it to be furnished? Whence comes it by that vast store which the busy and boundless fancy of man has painted on it with an almost endless variety? Whence has it all the materials of reason and knowledge? To this I answer, in one word, from experience."
With existence prior to innate essence and knowledge, humans have options to choose what they may conceive as purpose within life. A posteriori essence gives individuals subjective options that result in responsibility. Humans have independent possibilities that come after existence. These possibilities give one a choice to choose what purpose in life they may have. Sartre states,
"Man is nothing else but that which he makes himself,"
which he claims that individuals are responsible for their actions or inactions. One is not simply born as a champion or a failure. One makes choices between options and creates an essence. These optimistic choices demonstrate the lack of determinism amongst humans. Indeterminism gives humans choice, which results in freedom, which is key to one's hopefulness and confidence for the future. Opposing views claim that the universe is deterministic, and humans have no free will to choose an essence or act on one's own volition. In the book titled The Philosophical Journey, Dr. William F. Lawhead states,
"The position of hard determinism claims that all our choices are determined, and that we do not have moral responsibility for our actions."
Philosophers and psychologists, such as B.F. Skinner and Samuel Butler, hold the position of hard determinism. This philosophical stance of no free will results in no freedom to choose a purpose or essence in life, which is problematic for an individual's morality. If one is predetermined to have an essence of a serial killer prior to existence, Is that person responsible for their future crimes? Certainly. Cause and effect within the universe is deterministic, and human biology in a sense is determined by variants that can be attributed to a causal relation that go back millennia. However, humans have a consciousness and are self-aware, which makes humans free agents that can contemplate on the past, present, and future. With self-awareness of the past, present, and possible future, humans can make choices within a deterministic universe. This libertarianism philosophy was accepted by Sartre and other existentialists. Sartre termed the root of human freedom as transcendence, which is
our ability to define ourselves by our possibilities, and all the ways in which each of us is continually creating our own future in terms of our choices, our plans, our dreams, and our ambitions.
Sartre demonstrates that humans do have the free will to choose an essence in a deterministic universe, because of transcendence. Sartre and Locke give us examples of the fact that existence is prior to essence, which presents to humans the freedom to choose. The ability to choose option A, B, or neither, demonstrates that everyone is responsible for the action, or inaction they choose. Even if the universe is governed by a hard deterministic philosophy, humans can contemplate on the past, present, and possible future, to determine which choice they see fit. Contrary to what skeptics claim, existentialism is a positive and optimistic philosophy.